chat rooms thinking that their opinion matters, but it doesn't. So Miss McGuire wants to be here and get attention. What I told y'all about these attention-seeking females? You got these attention-seeking females like Miss McGuire, who is here for the attention of men. And they think that they are getting somewhere. No, you're just getting made fun of, you know? But as y'all see, Miss McGuire is hurt. You know? Miss McGuire is in her feelings, you know? Let's look at her. Wow. But y'all know we're going to talk about what's going on in this community, the melanated community, why it is almost pretty much broken beyond repair. You can only save those who want to save themselves. You can't wake up people unless they want to be woken up. So let's see who's here. Shout out to everybody that's here, the members, the moderators. Okay, shout out to Ill Wills, the first super chat. Says, when you hate, we donate. Let's go, Jay. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, let's get Miss McGuire in her feelings. Miss McGuire's in their feelings. We all know he's the woman of the house. He's the woman of the house. Do the cooking and the cleaning. Can't cook. Can't cook, but do the cooking. Oh, man. Let's see who's there. Elite, A Class Trucking was good. True ATLing. K Nicole. Charm. Cindy. Anthony L. Jessica Morales. What's going on? Elbert D. Gerard. C.L. RJ Heat. T. Malone. James. Brandon L. What is it? Is it Nisa Abby? Is that your name? Cameron Johnson. A Goddess Nave was good. I'm just say IB. Ernest, Vern, Theo, Shaheem, Q James, Mark, Sherb, Gerald, Darlene, Nick, Humble Beast. Shout out to Ill Wills again. Damn, are you feeling sick now? We support you, bro. We support our brother. Appreciate it, man. Let's see. Who else is here? Abby was good. Dana. John. Greatness 81. Jessica Lee. What's going on? Produced by The Addicts. Bella Michelle. What's going on? Yeah, man. Let's get the likes up. What's good, young manhood? Now, before I get started, can one of the moderators please escort Miss McGuire out of the chat room? Sage Buzz like, nah, it was kind of cool here today, Jessica. It was kind of cool down here. Can somebody grab Miss McGuire's purse and escort her out, into her waiting lift so we can take Miss McGuire out? We need to escort Miss McGuire out. Thank you. I appreciate that. Escorting Miss McGuire out. Miss McGuire is in her feelings. And y'all can tell by how this person types that they were raised by a dysfunctional single mother. I appreciate that. Shout out to y'all for getting Miss McGuire out of here. Miss McGuire is definitely, what's going on, Shantia? Definitely somebody that needs to sit back and shut up and let the real intellectuals really speak on this. People who have something to say, I think Jessica, it was like close to about, I say 60, 65 maybe here. Yeah. And Miss McGuire, stop wearing knockoff purses. We can spot the fakes. We can spot the fakes, okay? What's good, Miranda? Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. I'm warming up the stream. I'm getting things warmed up, man, because y'all know I always make at least one person butthurt every show. They want to talk about how I guess they're married, they have kids. Well, good for you. Go be with them. Get out of grown men's chat rooms, okay? Your opinion is not wanted, okay? It was hot, Justin. Well, you know, the weather here can be kind of bipolar, you know. It was freezing. Well, it was kind of in between here. It was kind of cool, but it wasn't hot. It was just kind of cool today. No, it wasn't hot at all. Yeah, sure, King. Ben is definitely in her feelings. Ben is definitely in her feelings because they're one of the broken people. They get hurt. I have at least one butthurt person every show. Every show. Listen, I ain't did a show in 2 days. Why I ain't did a show since Friday? Every show I have somebody butthurt. You know? That's crazy. But you got these grown black males who come in to these chat rooms and comment sections in their feelings. Because they don't like what I'm about to say. They think their opinion matters. And your opinion doesn't matter. You're just somebody, I'm a clown and people are going to listen back at this and laugh, you know? But we are here live. Now, I want to talk about something before I get started, okay? I want to talk about wannabe so-called woke intellectuals. These guys who will talk about how they are basically community philosophers. They got all the answers. But when you ask them about their political, they ask them political questions, they all say the same thing. They talk about white supremacy. They talk about, the legacy of slavery. They talk about the systemic racism. But they never talk about the people who actually hold the power. The people who hold the power are the people that you can't criticize. We need to talk more about that. I think it's getting kind of old to just talk about white supremacy. What's good, Naima? Naima B. They all say the same thing when it comes to, politics, and they all have that. They all say that. And it's like, it's deeper than that. If you look at things from a global perspective, it seems to me that black people are afraid to criticize the people who you can't criticize. You can't criticize, gays. You can't really criticize, Jews. But I don't hear people saying that, they hold power. It's all about white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, and it's like, you got to understand it's deeper than that. You got to understand that there are people who do hold the power. You can't criticize them, but you refuse to address them. Joe, I don't care if you comment in my chat room, but if you get disrespectful, you're out of here. Or I'll clown you a little bit and I'll kick you out of here because you're being disruptive. You're going at me instead of going at the message. So I don't care if you disagree as long as you keep it on the topic. But if you start talking shit like Mrs. Ben McGuire was, then I have to get on you for that and be critical of you and clown you. Shout out to Ill Wills again. Grown men with no edges stay checked in their opinions in male spaces. Don't they have their own lane? You would think that they have their own lane. You would think they have that, but they don't. They go to other people and they seek to be included. They seek to be included. All right. Shout out to Cameron Johnson for becoming a member. Salute to Cameron Johnson, man, becoming a member of the channel. See, this is why people don't like me. You know, you either really like what I do or you really don't like it. You know, there's really no in between anymore because I'm very straightforward. I'm very honest. I don't pander, and people don't like that. But back to what I was saying about Jews and gays. They are people who actually do. If you look at society, right, you look at social media, criticize them and see what happens. Be a public figure and criticize them and see what happens. But we criticize white people all day and nothing happens. You know, why you think that people are so comfortable with us blaming white people? You would think that they would attack us for blaming white people. Listen, I'm not saying that white people aren't racist. There are racist whites out here, bigoted whites. Yes, there are. But I'm talking about from the perspective of somebody who's way more of a free thinker than a sheep. I like to see things from its total view. I don't like to see things one-sided. You know what I'm saying? There's a deeper meaning behind a lot of these different things that go on, and you have to look at the fact that there are certain groups out here you can't criticize, and black people are comfortable criticizing white people because the lamestream media is okay with you doing so. Have any of you ever thought about that? Have any of you thought about that? You know? Have any of you thought about the fact that when black people are attacking other people, they cover up for it? When black people, take each other's lives, they don't make a big deal out of it. You know, they're not trying to clean up gun violence in the black community. You know, somebody's either going to go to jail or they're going to go to hell. So we really have to see where the power is. I'm not saying that white people aren't in power. Of course, there are white people in power. There are white people pushing the feminist movement. There are white SJWs. So of course, but those people are, bitter and broke. They're too busy trying to deplatform people they don't like. I just wish people understood things from the perspective of we are on our own as black people. And when you look at what happened with Destiny, that's a fucking shame that you have a 21-year-old who is a business owner, had the potential to do a lot of great things for herself. Shout out to Antoine. He says, it ain't good to do good in the hood. As soon as you get two nickels to rub together, you leave the neighborhood for greener pastures. Yeah, you do. And that's what's going on. People can get upset all they want to. You cannot fix a community full of broken people. You may not like the title of the stream, but it is factual. It's like you want to fix the school system, but you don't look at the fact that a lot of them kids are not being taught very well. They're coming from families that are completely dysfunctional. But you want to pour more money into a problem instead of actually trying to fix the problem. I don't know what's going on with the stream. Can y'all hear me? I don't care what nobody says. When black people get money, get an opportunity to leave, they leave. They leave. Because they want a better life. They don't want to be in a neighborhood full of people they know don't like them. They may get upset with them because they're wearing a pair of Jordans that they may want. Or they don't like the fact that, you may be interested in the same girl. You wearing the wrong colors. All right, cool. Yeah, only foreigners can succeed in the black community without being robbed, without being in fear of their life. All of those, and listen, I'm not an advocate of violence, but all those Asians and Indians, the Asians out here abusing black women. They mistreat and disrespect black people, disrespect black men. But you go and you want to take the life of this young girl, this young melanated girl? Really? We are so comfortable attacking each other. Just like people, you got other melanated people who will come into my live streams or my comment section. They will attack me because they're comfortable. They'll never go, these pro-black, black fist in the air. They will never go to none of these alt-right, white nationalist, quote unquote, pages. And they won't talk all that shit to them, but they'll talk shit to me because they're comfortable talking shit. That's why you got to put them in their place. And I will put you in your place if you come here talking shit to me and think I don't know what I'm talking about when I do. And we are in a situation, man, where people keep saying we need to fix the community. We need to save the community. What about the community? And I say to myself, look at the businesses that are thriving in the black community. How many of them are black owned businesses? How many of them are black owned businesses? Yeah, man, you got Korean dudes doing nothing but whooping melanated female ass. I told y'all about the video I saw. I don't know if it's still on YouTube. There was this black female who got stripped of her clothes and was getting beat with a belt or a stick by a couple of Koreans. And them Negroes just stood there and watched. But you got people who are willing to take this young girl's life because we're comfortable abusing each other. But when it comes to really standing up for each other, we don't do it. This like the melanated brother who broke the windows of that was it a Korean nail salon? Or it was a salon, right? And he got arrested, and the black women still was going back there. You can't save them all, man. Don't save them if they don't want to be saved. These foreigners know that they know that y'all respect them. They know that y'all fear them. They'll be nice to you as long as you put your money on the counter. They'll be nice to you as long as you don't steal from them. But we will attack each other with vigor. We will disrespect each other quickly because we're comfortable doing so because we don't really fear each other. And I think that stems from the community not policing their own. See, we used to police each other. Now we don't. That chain of command in the community has been broken, and it has been broken for quite some time. Now, you see me, I'm not afraid to go back to a black community. I still have family in a lot of these, what you would call hoods. I would still go back there and talk to them and visit them. But that's not a place I want to live. I don't want to live there. I don't. I moved out of the hood years ago. My mother always wanted us and my siblings to live in a better environment. I didn't understand that at first. But as I got older, I saw what she was trying to do. Sometimes you got to get out of a situation and to really see that there is differences. You get around people who don't look like you, and you say, you know what, this is actually better. I don't have to look over my shoulder. I don't have to worry about somebody going to start some shit with me today. I can walk to the store and not have, 10 dudes standing around. You don't know what's going to happen. One of them may have a episode, You just don't want to be in a community where the people are so bipolar. You know people, but do you really know them? And people glorify being in the hood. What the fuck is to be glorified by being in the hood? That's what I want to know. What is being glorified? Why are you glorifying a place where we just prey on each other? But you know what's interesting? In my city, there are middle to upper middle class black neighborhoods. There's a few of them. There's one in particular. It's like a whole small town full of upper mobile melanated people. So I've seen both sides of the spectrum. You have the hood that's full of black people. Then you have the middle to upper middle class black neighborhoods, So I've seen both sides. To me, the only black neighborhoods ain't the hood. I know black neighborhoods in my own city where it's mainly middle to middle upper class black people who own businesses, who may have maybe doctors, lawyers. They live in this community, They even have a private high school right there in the middle of it. So I've seen both, different sides of the spectrum. What's good, Medley? But people want to save them. They quit. They want to put the cape on and save people that don't want to be saved. Let's get to this article from Black America Web. There's plenty of articles on this, but I want to use this one. It says family and friends held a vigil recently for the 21-year-old Destiny Harrison, the Baltimore salon owner who was fatally gunned down inside her shop. She just wanted to do what she loved. Raquel Harrison, Destiny's mother, said she wanted to do hair and be a mother. She was my first grandchild. Juanita Burton, Destiny's grandmother, said she gave me my first great-grandchild. So she was special to me. Harrison, owner of Madame D Beauty Bar in Southeast Baltimore, life was taken inside of the salon on Saturday by someone who entered the business and opened fire. According to reports, Destiny, who recently became a new mother, feared for her safety after she caught two burglars snatching up $3,000 worth of hair bundles from her store. I wonder who that was. Can we guess the race on this? Shout out to Ricky245. What's up, man? What's good with you, man? Shout out to Ricky. I wonder who went in there and stole those $3,000 worth of bundles. Haven't we heard this story before? People's lives being taken over bundles of hair. Bundles is the new crack. I'm telling you. Bundles is the new crack. Tell me I am wrong. But bundles is the new crack. I'm telling you right now. Guess the race on that one. When Harrison confronted the thieves and demanded her property back, they physically assaulted her. In a complaint filed against her attackers, Harrison noted that the suspects lived near her salon and she personally knew one of them to be quite violent. The two suspects were later arrested and charged with assault, theft, and burglary. I'm scared for my life and business, Harrison told officials days later. Authorities found her unresponsive with a gunshot wound to the head. Wow. Execution style. She later died at the hospital. So far, authorities have not arrested anyone in connection with the crime, but are hoping there were witnesses inside the salon at the time of this who will come forward with information. Somebody got to know something. Please come forward, Destiny's uncle, DeWine McQueen, said. We need to get these demonic souls here. They need to pay for their crime. There's no doubt about it. In the name of Jesus, there's no doubt. Destiny's mother is now raising her granddaughter and will have custody of the child. Destiny loved her daughter. That was the light of her life. That was probably the most pivotal moment in her life, was her daughter, Harrison told WBAL-TV. You know, that's something that you know, first off, where is the father to the young girl? Jay, it was an Asian crew. It wasn't black people. Nobody black would do this bullshit, right? I want to know, where's the father to the young girl? Because the young girl is going to be in the custody of the grandmother, but where's the father? That hit me just now. Like, where's the father? Where's the father to the young girl? So the young girl is going to be with the grandmother? Like, where's her dad? In her testimony, it says she swung at the thieves. Don't come for me. But this poor young lady played her cards wrong, having confronted them. She should have left and closed the business. I agree with that. Oh, Simeon, she should have. But again, she knew who did it. I believe she knew who did it. Because let me tell you something, man. Never underestimate these young girls in these black in the I would say in these mostly black neighborhoods like this. They're not afraid of you brothers. They're really not. So I can see her, because I'm not sure who the people who stole out the first time was, but they might have been some females, or at least one female and one dude. But to steal bundles, that's something females would do. So obviously she wasn't afraid of them. So they either had to be, you know, some Negroes in the neighborhood or some females that she knew that she wasn't afraid to swing at, which lets me know her mean streak, because you got to have a mean streak to run a business in this neighborhood or just be very comfortable in that environment. But she was concerned that they would come back and retaliate, and that may have been what happened. But yes, man, if something like this happened to you, you need to leave the business alone and relocate it. Relocate it to a different part of town. I know you don't want to leave the hood. You love the hood, but you got to go. You know? First time it was a girl and a boyfriend. That's what I'm thinking. It might have been some small Negro. You know what I'm saying? Some little small Negro that she didn't fear. So that's why she swung at him. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Greatness 81. White nationalists flashed the OK sign and stole weave sarcasm. Then they came back and killed her. The witnesses won't come. No, the witnesses, unfortunately, I don't think the witnesses are going to come forward, man. I don't think the witnesses are going to come forward. I just don't see a scenario where they come forward. I just don't. Says, my baby is still with me. I still feel her all around me. All around. She added, we've got her daughter. She's definitely going to live through me, and her daughter's going to know her mother. Destiny's family set up a GoFundMe page to cover funeral costs. Again, I got to point out something, man. She doesn't have any savings. Like, you don't have any savings, money put away, just in case, move out the hood, money saved up, Harrison's death is the latest deadly shooting in the city. As noted by CBS News, Baltimore had more than 338 homicides this year and could end 2019 with the highest per capita homicide rate on record. In the last week alone, there have reportedly been more than a dozen shootings, 4 of them deadly. And this is in the city of Baltimore. I used to visit Fort Washington, Maryland when I was a kid in the summertime. And even back then, I was told I'm not talking about Baltimore, but DC, how bad DC was, you know. So I can only imagine how bad Baltimore was. And this was like the late 90s. I used to go to Maryland, and I was told certain parts of Maryland and even DC back then was bad, you know. Yeah, Gervonta Davis paid for her funeral. So this is an up-to-date article. I mean, Gervonta Davis is paying for her funeral, so I don't know if that GoFundMe page is still up. It might be. But Gervonta is paying for those funeral costs. But those are a lot of bodies. 338. 338. And look at the people who's been representing Baltimore over those years. Look who's been representing the people of Baltimore over those years. Chicago, Baltimore. Why so many? Say my volume is going up and down. Okay. So is it better now? I don't know why it does that. But yeah, man, we have to rid ourselves of this mentality of we can save them, we can build in the hood, we can have a successful business. I think that's a pipe dream. They stealing from her, they assaulted her, then people came back. Maybe it's the same people, and they took her life. This young girl didn't deserve this. She really didn't. She didn't deserve her life being taken like this. But I will also say this. Where is the father of her child? Why is the child automatically in the grandmother's custody? Why was there no money put away? You know? I am all for having the right to defend yourself. Just like that situation in Texas with that guy, the church security, who took out that dude who went in there to try to, kill those people in that church. We all need that. And when you're in a neighborhood that's really bad, you need to protect yourself. You need to protect yourself. Maybe I think that more is going to come out of this situation. We have to look at why she was targeted. Why were they so afraid to, go at other people? Again, I'm not, I'm not advocating violence towards anybody. I'm just saying that you have a situation where you're attacking your own. You're attacking your own. But I think that, once again, you got a lot of weak-minded people. What's going on, Ms. Holmes? You got a lot of weak-minded people who think they can save the hood. You can't save these motherfuckers, man. You can only save the people that want to be saved, period. Why do you think people work so hard to get out of those neighborhoods? I see it in my own city. People can't wait to get out of those neighborhoods. Some people want to stay. It's because they don't have a future, and they know that. Shout out to Greatness 81. Nipsey tried to build in the hood too. Yeah, he did. But we need to really focus on the future. A lot of us aren't focusing on the future. A lot of us are focusing on the right now. The right now is young melanated men and women losing their life because they are in bad environments that their parents refuse to get them out of. You know? Save your fucking selves before you go try to save anybody else. You can only mesh with like-minded people. That's all you can do. And I'm coming from this. I'm coming to this with a realist perspective. And let me make this more clear to y'all. In my own city, I don't know any pro-blacks. I don't know any pro-blacks. I've never seen a pro-black in my city before. Never. I barely see black people wearing dashikis or, talking about black issues. They talk about it from a surface perspective. They'll talk about racism and Donald Trump is racist and, we got to support the Democrats. But I have never seen a pro-black. I'm not talking about social media. I'm talking about in real life. I've never had a conversation with one of these people who are pro-black. I've never have. I never have. I don't know any pro-blacks. No, Gregory, I'm not the only one. I've never met any pro-blacks in my city. I met black people who talk about, white people being racist, but they're not talking about, black, a real black narrative. Never. You got a lot of people who are making a lot of hopes and dreams, but I'm here to be real and honest, whether some of you like it or not, because I can tell weak-minded people can't accept what I'm saying. And you know what's crazy? Well, good for you, Gregory. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about everybody else. But as you can see, there are people out here who are disagreeing with you. But the reason why I can speak on this with such clarity is because I'm not trying to be a part of no group. I'm not trying to be pro-black or black first. I'm trying to be me, because that's all you can be. And too many weak-minded people are trying to follow the same narrative that they see on YouTube and social media, but that's not real life, bruh. That's not real life. People are not walking around being pro-black. They just haven't. I think this whole thing is just about fitting in. I'm not in any group. What is the name of my group if I'm in a group? What's the name of my group? We got too many weak-minded people, man. They looking for a group to be a part of and somebody to lead them, But look in your community, man. Go look for the pro-blacks in your community, man. Go look for them. Go look for them in your community. I guarantee you won't find none. And if you do find some, ask them how they feel about the world from a global perspective. I told y'all some of y'all not gonna like what I'm saying. But you have to understand that I'm speaking from a realist perspective. I'm not one of these people who gonna tell you what you want to hear. Because there's too many people who are telling you what you want to hear, making you feel good about yourself. That's not me. I've always been on the outside. I've always been on the outside of every type of social circle, every type of grouping. I've always been on my own, always, because I've always been right. Those same people in those groups are the same people who could not function after high school was over. They turned to alcohol and drugs, or they turned to womanizing to try to find love from different women. They may even join the military because they lost But they had these social circles that they were so comfortable in. And what social media has done, it has made it easier for people to be in social circles again. But y'all don't understand this. High school is over. Stop looking for social circles, man. That's the problem. Jay, we got another one. Well, you can escort them out. They get too crazy. And we got too many people giving bad advice, and to certain people, they're giving them bad advice. Too many people that's like being led astray instead of being told the real. You know what I'm saying? Sinking or swimming. And I hope that a lot of you dudes that want to save the hood, why don't you go to the hood and save them? I'm not gonna do it. You can do it. You can go save them. I'm not saving them. I have no problem with people being in the hood. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how real I am. I can say what I'm saying and still go to the hood more than the people who claim that they love the hood and they support the hood. Because people know I'm real. I'm not fake. I'm not one of these people that's going to be afraid of my own shadow. Some of you are afraid of your own shadow. But y'all on here claiming that, you for the people. But you afraid of your own shadow. How you for the hood, but you left too. You left the hood too, but you for the hood. If you for the hood, then you will stay in the hood. You won't be trying to get out. Why are you trying to get out of something you trying to save? Too many people are trying to get out of something they trying to save. Shout out to Loving Homes. Haters gonna hate. Build your business online. Appreciate that. Yeah. But they rather be a part of groups that ain't really doing much of anything except complaining, talking about the problem, but not trying to fix the problem. Let me tell you what happened in Texas with that security guy who shot that dude. He took action. And sometimes you got to take action. I think that if we don't take action, we could be in the same situation as young girl was. Well, let me tell you something, Keish. Ain't a lot of blessings being there. Well, the hood ain't being blessed by some of these guys. They're not blessing anybody but themselves. That is a good point, Shan. We don't own it. I'm telling you, y'all gonna have to make me do a goddamn video walking through the hood. Listen, I'll show you how real I am. None of y'all will do that because a lot of you, again, are afraid of your own shadow. And you're afraid of people who look like you, but you get on social media and you claim you support them people. No, you don't. You just want to sound like you do. But you're not really putting, the necessary steps forward to help those people. You're just saying that you're helping them, but you're not really helping them. You say it, They're gentrifying all these communities, man. There are certain parts of there's a part of the town, there's part of the city I'm in, I used to live in. They are gentrifying certain parts. They done rebuilt one of the elementary schools, like a goddamn high school. They done built townhouses right next to that elementary school. Now, the elementary school is right across the street from the middle school. So they've gentrified that whole area of a black community. But guess who living in them houses? Not white people, black people. White people still ain't coming. Might be one white person living in one of them townhouses. Big old fucking house with a gate around it. Rebuilding certain, even in the downtown area, they've rebuilt that. You got more white people walking around because of all the rebuilding they've done. Gentrifying neighborhoods has been on the priority list of a lot of these cities, including the one I'm in, but they're doing it slowly. And they're giving the black people an opportunity to leave. Like there was this drug infested projects on the north side. They tore that down and they built townhouses right on top of it for, I believe, either elderly people or mentally, or people who are like, may have mental issues. I think it might have been for elderly people. They tore it out. They told the people, listen, y'all got to go. They gave them an opportunity to leave, and then they tore it down, and then they built townhouses right on top of that. Good, David. That's what's going on. They're slowly taking away the hood, and they're pushing black people to the outskirts, or they're shuffling them around to different parts of the city. So there really isn't going to be any black communities in the next 10 to 15 years, especially if you're in a big city. Just look at what they're doing in New York. So slowly, certain cities that they have plans for, they are tearing that, because what they'll use to say, okay, this is crime infested, this is drug infested, we're gonna tear it down, and we're gonna build houses on top of it, and we're gonna invite other races of people or people from out of state to move into these neighborhoods. That's what they're doing. These cities are slowly losing their identities. So they won't be a hood probably in the next, especially if it's in the middle of the city. They're going to tear that down, and they're going to make those people leave and shuffle them around to different parts of the city, or make them leave the city, or in general. You have to go to an even smaller city, you know? Because they want people who make good income to help the property value of those places. And black people and government assistance don't help the property value. Yeah, that is, man, I've seen people from New York moving down here since I was in high school. I've always often wondered, like, wow, these people from New Jersey and New York, especially New Jersey. I went to high school with a bunch of dudes from New Jersey. And they assimilated. So you didn't even know they were from New Jersey. You know, after a couple of years, it was like they from here, you know. But yeah, man, they've made it to where those big cities, man, you got to have some money to live there. If you don't, they're going to push you out. You know, they're trying to make real estate great again. And there are a lot of people from New York moving to North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia. And they've been slowly trickling down for years. But it may pick up because of what they're trying to do as far as pushing minorities out of those communities so they can make room for the middle class, you know, millennials, you know, in those areas who may want to move there. Like $2,000 for one bit. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Cause I honestly though, I'm like, I don't know if I could live in New York because can't really drive. I mean, you could, but you know, would you really want to? It's like Los Angeles. Like, would you want to drive in Los Angeles? I've heard the traffic is horrible, and even in the small city I'm in, the traffic can get crazy. You know. Imagine if I'm in, LA, or I'm in Charlotte, or what's traffic is bad? Traffic bad in Miami, Dallas, Texas, Chicago. These people are trying to make money off of their property, and they want the value to be extremely high so they could sell it, to people who may want to build stadiums or things of that nature, Shout out to everybody that's here, man. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Like the stream. If you want to become a member, man, hit that join button. Shout out to the people that have been super chatting. I may have a really good topic for tomorrow. Y'all know I'm gonna do a New Year's Eve live stream. I'll probably start it at maybe about 10 or 10:30. To do the live stream. I'm gonna have y'all calling in, and it's gonna be cool, man. I know some of y'all probably gonna be off partying, drinking, booed up or some shit, Y'all gonna be booed up or what? Maybe. Yeah, but I'm gonna go live. All right, give me about 2 minutes. I'm gonna get the get the phone lines going. I'm gonna take a few phone calls. Don't linger on the line. You gotta let other people call in and talk. Some people be very winded. I know some of y'all chicks are gonna let. How many females listening to this stream are going to, that one guy that been trying to holler at them, they're going to be like, all right, fuck it. Because they want somebody to take to the party. Whatever New Year's party going on. I know some of you dudes going to be somewhere doing something. Yeah, I know medley. I know people just want to be heard, but it's like they want to be heard by everybody. Not everybody. They want to be heard, like every thought in their mind. They want everybody to know every single thought going on in their mind. I love my callers. I want y'all to understand. I love the callers. But they want everybody to know everything going on with them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going live around maybe about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, there's a lot more. Yeah, Shannon. Of course, they understand. They know I'm real. But yeah, I have noticed that too, Shan. I have noticed that. I have a lot of females that follow the platform. They like the content. They like me. What's not to like about me? What's not to like about me? I'm a very likable guy. Okay? Even my haters like me. You know what I'm saying? Even my haters like me. That's why they always watching and complaining and bitching. One show they really hate me. Next show they like, hey Jay, peace Jay. Peace Jay. They like peace Jay. But the other show they would just hate my guts. You know, they were just hating my guts the last show. You were disagreeing with everything. Now you back being a fan. I'm like, God damn, that. You did a whole 180. You know? They're doing a whole 180. I put the number in the chat. So anybody want to call in? All right, somebody want to call in? Yeah, man, it be like that, man. Yeah, man, they really be upset, and I'm like, damn, why y'all upset? It's just you two. Why are you angry? I know passion, but that ain't passion. That's anger. I've had people, especially these chicks, yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs, but will claim they got a whole man at home. But where your man at? You on the phone yelling and screaming with me. You know, he don't hear you yelling and screaming. You know, I've got your whole emotional attention on me. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on? Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Jay.
Yo, what's good, man? Yo.
Jay.
Yo, you hear me? Yo. God damn it. I don't know why y'all can't hear me. What is going on? This thing has been restarted and everything. Okay. Like your girlfriend or wife, quote unquote, is giving me all her emotional attention, man. I have her, man. Mentally, emotionally. She, you know, you don't have that kind of, I guess, hold on her, I guess, you know? But I do. Yo, I'm really tempted to put that video up. Because I recorded that exchange between me and the young lady. And I'm thinking about putting it up for the members. You live with Jada Black. What's going on? You know? What's up, man?
Hey. Yo, Jay, you there?
I'm right here, man. What's going on with you, man?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yo, Jay, this D-Stroke. I can't hear you, bro.
I don't know why you can't hear me. Man, this Skype fucking up again. This Skype must be fucking up again. But you calling in, so I don't know why you can't hear me. Do I need to call myself? God damn it, my phone is downstairs. I can't call right now. I put the goddamn phone on charger. But let's see. I don't know why you can't hear me. Because everybody heard you when you called in. I restarted this. Hold on, maybe. No, that's not the move. Hold on. All right, people. I think it might be something going on with the outer mic, but we're gonna make it do what it do, and if it don't work, oh fucking well, I guess I just have to talk my way through this. I gotta rearrange some stuff real quick. All these goddamn cords. All these cords. Okay, put that there. Put that over there. Okay. Okay, you know what? Maybe somebody can try now to see if it works. But I don't know if it will. You know? I see you, La. Man in Black, nobody has a problem with you loving Becky. You know? Listen, we're not even talking about that. We're talking about the black community right now, man. So y'all try to call in again. Y'all talking about all this other shit. As soon as I'm doing something else, y'all talking about all this other shit. Yo, you live. What's up?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on? You can hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. What's going on?
Nothing. I literally just tuned in. It's really sad what happened to this young lady because she seems very ambitious. Despite I got to despite being a baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
She was ambitious. She definitely wasn't lazy, and I admire her drive because a lot of young people they don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
They have no drive ambition.
No, they don't have. No, they don't have a lot of drive, and that's why we are where we are as society.
Yeah, it's sad that she lost her life so young, but in terms of the black community, this is the thing. It's so sad, and once again, this, in my opinion, stems from self-hatred. Niggas are literally willing to risk their freedom over bundles of weed.
Mm-hmm.
You're willing to steal $3,000 worth of fake hair when you have your own hair. You're willing to steal and kill for it and go to jail for the rest of your life over weed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really wish black women would stop wearing that trash, to be complete. No disrespect, but I really wish black women would stop wearing it, to be honest. I don't have an issue with braids, or twist, Afrocentric styles, but like the lace fronts and the sewing tracks, and I just feel like it's unnecessary. And it's sad that she lost her life because of it. It's really sad that you would take somebody's life, 21 years old, had a bright future, and I can only imagine what she would have accomplished in another 10 years, probably less than that.
Yeah.
It's so sad that she lost her life and a child lost their mother and parents lost their daughter over weed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they
Stealing,
and they go after the black girl, and I've seen some people make this point. You're going after the young black girl, but you leaving alone these foreigners who abuse you in your own community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's sad because, as a black person, you want to be able to open up a business in the same community that you grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
People always talk about when black people get money, they take their money and they move to another neighborhood. But you see what happens when you go back to your same hood and you invest in your community and try to build in your community. She opened up a salon in her community.
Yeah.
You got people that open up barbershops. Because hair is a part of black culture. It is. So getting your hair done, for black men, going to the barbershop, being able to chop it up with your fellow man, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's a part of our community. And it's so sad that you can't even do something as simple as that. Something as simple as that without your own people coming after you and trying to take you down. It's really sad.
Mm-hmm.
My condolences go out to her family. But it's sad.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. But Anything else you want to
I'm
add?
gonna let you go.
Okay. All right.
Oh, stop wearing weave. Stop, please. It looks ridiculous. I think that, I'm a black woman. I think black women are beautiful, but that weave, knocking us in that weave shit, it makes y'all look like trannies. In my personal opinion, it does. All the natural beauty that you have, your beautiful natural hair, even if you're relaxed, if you want to get a perm, fine. I don't have nothing against relaxers. I got a relaxer. But it's just like, wear your own hair instead of looking like Wesley Snipes and Tu Wong Fu. That's
Yeah.
all I gotta say.
All right. Well, appreciate.
I'm
All
out here.
right, La Rizna.
All right,
Appreciate
bye.
it. Bye. Shout out to La Rizna, man. Always a good phone call, man. Listen, I'm gonna try to go back to using this speaker real quick. Maybe that's what's going on. All right. Yo, I'm just doing a quick test run on this because I may just stop the phone calls because it was crazy trying to get her call in. So, and I don't want to have to be bothered with this shit. Oh boy. Yo, you live? What's going on, man?
Jay, what up, man? D-Stroke, finally, man.
Yeah, man. I'm having issues. Man. I'm gonna have to man.
I almost lost hope, brother.
Bro, I'm about to, yo, this call-in speaker I'm using, I'm about to throw this shit against the wall.
Man, it's sad, man. It's disgusting to see that, man. Because this was a young female, a young sister that was, she clearly was headed in the right direction in life, man.
Yeah.
And like so many unfortunate situations with our people, man, it's like we make it to the top. We're going in the right direction, and we get done in by each other. You know what I'm saying? Tupac said this in one of his songs. You know what he said? He said, they say it's the white man I should fear, but it's my own people that's doing all the killing here.
Mm-hmm.
You see this shit all the time, man. It's like this is a tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, man. Unfortunately, jealousy is a huge thing in our community, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like we spend 99% of our time hating on each other, and then another 100% of the time worshiping white people, and everybody else.
Yeah.
And not uplifting each other. And that's what we really should be doing, is trying to uplift each other and work together. Like I said, this girl, she understood something called financial intelligence, which is the ability to understand your value in the financial, financial value in the marketplace, and to have enough ambition and drive and determination to go for what it is that you're trying to go for, to make yourself the best possible person that you can be in society. And so you don't have to be the moron that's sitting on the sideline hating on somebody else because they're headed somewhere and you're not, and you sitting back wondering, well, damn, how come I don't have the things that this person had? That was grimy as hell. These two, man, they're disgusting. I don't even look at them as people. I don't look at them as being a part of the black community. I just think that they're the mutants, man. Like they're they're the lowest shit of the low, the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
No other community does that to each other, man. It's like we're the only ones that do that to each other. It's got to stop, man. It has to.
Yeah. Yeah. We just target each other, and it goes beyond this. Like I've seen where we just comfortable just targeting each other. I mean, look at these quote unquote pro blacks. These the pro whacks attack each other. Because they ain't got no real agenda. They just a bunch of people talking shit on YouTube, man.
Yeah, man. They just want to have their voices heard and their faces seen and whatnot. They never show up when it's really, when it's necessary. And like I said, man, They got their fist up in their ear during the daytime, and at nighttime they laying it down to Becky.
Yeah, sleeping white, biracial
Yeah.
kids, all that, man. And then they want to get on here and chastise people for not being pro-black.
Yep, it's two different faces that they showing you. You know, it's crazy, man. You know, I'm gonna let you get back to your thing. Yo, man, much love, man.
All right, cool, man. Thanks for the call, man.
Yes, sir. Red pill.
Red pill all day, man. All right, shout out to D for calling in. I'm still trying to get these calls right. Yeah, man. I'm using there's this detachable speaker I'm using to amp the calls up. I'm about to throw that against the wall. I'm gonna have to get something different here. This is crazy. I hate when things don't go a certain way. It bothers me because I'm a perfectionist. God damn it. Like the stream. Yeah, the pro wiggity wax only attack blacks. You know. Black people, we're just different, man. We need to be different. Man, that might be the only calls I'll take. I may do a secondary stream, but this time yo, y'all hear me? Yeah, I told y'all I was doing some technical work. So hopefully y'all can hear me now. Okay? Let me get the sound up. Let me get the sound up. But like I was gonna say, y'all know I'm young, right? 30. I wouldn't trade that for anything because my youthfulness gives me the energy that I need to do the things that I do, or the things I want to do, because I have a lot of I have a lot of ambitions and things that I want to do and create that other people who are older than me have no way of doing because they're not creative. So they sit on their wooden pedestal and they like to look down upon men who are younger than them, who are more accomplished than them, who are more intelligent than them, because they weren't that way when they were younger. Basically they wasted years of their life chasing women, partying, not really investing their energy the right way. So they like to talk down on people who are more accomplished than they are. I don't care what age you are. If you haven't accomplished as much, if not more than me, you shouldn't tell me anything. And I noticed that a lot. And you see this in the community all the time. You see that all the time. You got these old heads, these gray beards, you know. They want to sit here and they want to talk down to people when they've accomplished nothing, when people in their own family don't respect them. That would be hard. I would hate to be older and my family don't respect me. Even now, people in my family respect me because, well, they may have underestimated me, and the things that I'm capable of doing. You know why? Because I have drive to be better than the people who came before me. Gray hair, dreadlocks and shit. Well, Medley, is your birthday? Hold on, do you say it's your birthday? Or you say you're about to turn 30? Okay, she's about to turn 30. Okay, she's about to join the 30 club. Shout out to you, Medley. You know? You didn't get a happy birthday. You sure about that, True? I didn't wish you happy birthday. Well, happy belated birthday, Birthday in February. Come on, Medley, man. My birthday's right after that. But well, like I'm saying, like, I like being young. I don't want to grow old and not accomplish shit like some of these other guys have. But I'm good where I'm at because there's a lot that I want to do and things I want, to get accomplished, I'm still not where I want to be. I'm not even close to what I could be, Every day we learn and we get better and we become better people. We become better people. But I'm just sick and tired of people throwing their age around and their quote unquote life experience, which I respect, but you can't hold that over nobody's head. You haven't accomplished anything. My birthday is in March, Miranda. It is in March. But I'm just, a lot of you older, especially you older black males, this is your community. But the community that this young girl came from, that is your community. That was your community that you're quote unquote leading, right? We need new ideas because the shit that you're doing ain't working. What you're doing ain't working. We need more radical ideas. You know what? Yesterday I was going over some ideas I had for building a stronger foundational community. Me as a native melanated man, I wave the American flag all day. I know y'all don't like it, but too bad. I'm native of this land and I refuse not to. Okay? Shout out to all the Pisces out here. Yeah. Anyway. Again, I will always respect my elders, but if you come at me disrespectfully, I'm going to call out what you haven't done. You know. But I'm always going to be respectful, but I will always call out, a double standard when I see it. A lot of us are native of this country. I'm not talking about after the 1700s. I'm talking about before then. But people want to go with a certain narrative. But I'm like, okay, we get it. We hear about it all the time, We hear about it all the time. Yeah, shout out to all the Pisces. And Aries, because I'm basically a cusper, but shout out to Pisces, man. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Shout out to Torin. I see you. The phone, like I said, I got to work on the phone lines again, people. I gotta, but I'm gonna get by tomorrow's show. I should have everything working properly. Should have everything working properly. Well, happy birthday to Slim. Skinny Slim said that he just turned 21. I know Melly, right? People, they won't like my ideas because I don't blame anybody and I'm not a victim. I'm not. There is no easy solution to anything. You want change. You have to make change happen. You got to make change happen. And that's what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to fight for what I want. Are you willing to fight for what you want? The female followers have picked up a lot there. I mean, it has. I mean, it's kind of been like that for the last two years or so. I've had females come. I have females go. Y'all have seen it. If y'all don't, go look at my old live streams. But yeah, I know that a lot of y'all have untapped potential and you sort of hold back because you want to fit in. Don't do that. Fuck fitting in, man. If you have ideas and things you want to do and accomplish, go and do those things. Oh, jeez. Yo, I just seen an article where there's a female rapper called Cupcake who signed an $8 million deal. We don't know. For those of you who know who Cupcake is, you'll know where I'm getting with that. Oh, my God. This is why we need to speak out against this society, in society that put thoughts on the pedestal, Because I see a lot of talented people hold back because they want to fit in with idiots. Don't do it. I don't care about fitting in with idiots. I care about getting things done, accomplishing shit. I'm not trying to go without being able to accomplish certain things. So terrible at fitting in that even the crackheads wouldn't accept me. That's crazy. Unique crazy. I think the one thing that we could all use is morality. Morality is all but gone. Look at the type of women who are supposed to be the antithesis of your morality, of your community, when they are displaying themselves as slurs, But good for you, La Original. I'm pretty sure you can do it. I'm pretty sure you could definitely do that. You know, it's all about taking risks. You know, got to take those risks sooner or later. You know, like investing. Like that's one of the things I'm going to do in 2020 is investing. I'm going to do that heavy. Investment is probably the way to go. The economy is doing very well. Investing could be a way for a lot of you to do, you know, something you believe in. Investing is an adrenaline rush too. It's almost like gambling, but you know, you're not that addicted. You know, it makes you put money in there and you kind of watching it, you know. Watching it. Is it growing? Am I turning a profit? I don't know, OB Trice. I don't know if anybody's dreaming about me. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do a good amount of investing next year. Like I'm already planning like what I'm gonna do, like how much, you know. That's where I'm looking towards next year. Because I really feel good about where the economy is, and this is the best time to do it. Jay pronouncing the S in risks. Of course, when you say risks, you gotta add that emphasis on it. Risks, you know. Okay, well that's cool, original. You got started early. That's all you do, watch it. Yeah, that's all you do with investments. From what I understand, you just watch it, see if it grows, see what comes back. But yeah, it's kind of like it is an adrenaline rush because you put that money there, and then once you start to see, you know, what it produces, you know, it makes you want to put even more money into it, you know, or invest in something else, you know. Yeah, man, but I appreciate everybody that donated through the super chat. Everybody's support. Shout out to Cameron Johnson becoming a member of the channel. Yo, I've been thinking about getting some new member buttons. That is on the agenda. I just got to figure out like what design. You know, that's the only thing. It'll be because I'm trying to get new channel art and shit. Been doing a lot of the last couple months. Haven't been able to get to it, but I'm gonna see about getting to it. You know, until he starts power coming. Yeah. Well, skinny, slim, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Shout out to William. We got young William, young 20-year-old William. Shout out to all the young brothers that follow me, that support the channel. You know, I feel like I'm able to bridge that gap between the teenagers and then with the middle aged to, you know, older who watch my channel. So I think I'm like a bridge, you know. You know, people from different age spectrums listen to me, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, you know, you're right, T Malone. I could do that. I may even do that, you know. I do want to get out and go to different places. I am. Once I get traveling, I'll probably travel for about maybe a whole year straight. You know, I would love to do that. Just be on the road, you know. Jessica Wright, what's going on, man? If anybody new is on the channel, shout out to y'all for watching. Yeah, man. I don't have a lot of young broke people. Like a lot of the young people that listen to me, they out working, maybe even own businesses. they're not bummy and broke. They're not sitting around like, woe is me. I can't do shit. I can't build shit. They don't have that mindset. That's what sets apart the people that listen to me and then some of these other people, you know. Jessica, I'm golden right now. I'm golden. Make sure y'all like the stream too. No, my mic is on, Miles. You may need to cut it, leave out. Listen, if you can hear me, it works. I'm giving this guy instructions on. Well, never mind. But yeah, man. As far as like, the ladies that listen to me, man, it's been like that for a while, even longer than y'all can understand. But they just weren't around. I think when I start doing the live stream, you start to see more and more. You start to see some come and go. I'm pretty sure y'all know. But that just shows you, man, who's really here to support and who's here for attention. Like the females that are here for attention, they usually are gone after a while. Either they didn't get the attention they wanted, or maybe they got some attention. But the women who are here long term, they're not here for attention. They're not here to be seen. And I think that's the difference. Yeah, Wesley still in bundles. Bundles is the new crack. Bundles is the new crack. I've heard multiple stories of people getting robbed for their bundles, because you got people that sell bundles themselves, which is actually dangerous. Might be more dangerous than having drugs, is having bundles of good Indian hair or Peruvian hair or Malaysian hair. you know. Huve, what are you saying exactly? What are you saying exactly? Because this stream is about the community itself, not just this young girl. It's about the community itself and where it's at. It's about where it's at. But yeah, bundles are the new drugs, man. Those things is Brazilian. It's all synthetic Chinese hair. Oh, you think so? Because I've seen videos, right, in certain countries where the girls are literally getting their hair cut. Like they're literally cutting the girl's hair and selling that hair. Like the girls are lining up and they're cutting the girl's hair. Of course nobody's going to do nothing. Nobody's going to retaliate. Not against, well, maybe against other black people, but nobody is going to go tell the police anything unless they have a guilty conscience. And you got one dude talking about it's a conspiracy, the government. Bruh, once they arrest somebody for this, you're going to see it was no conspiracy. People are so dumb. They believe in all these conspiracy theories. It's a waste of energy to talk about conspiracy theories. Listen, man, I'm a skeptic, but I'm not no conspiracy theorist. Not at all. This dude talking about it's the government that did it. Man, you get your ass out of here, man. it's the government who did it. Get the fuck out of here, man. When they find that Negro who did it, we'll see how much the government had to do with it. What's wrong with some of you dudes, man? God, you conspiracy ass niggas, you, man. Conspiracy ass motherfuckers, man. All right, people, I think that's it for me, man. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. Shout out to the man in black. Happy New Year, Jay. I will see you in 2020. Appreciate that, man. I'll see you in 2020 as well. If you're not on the stream tomorrow, definitely will see y'all next year. Now I'm gonna leave out. I'm gonna play one of my classic instrumentals, and yeah. Jay, once you give some of these women that blue wrench, you give them the power to raise Thor's hammer, Milner. The ones who can't handle it run off the platform. Ill wills, I completely agree. They can't handle Thor's hammer, man. They can't. And they don't last very long, you know. But all right, people, I'm going to play this classic instrumental. Thank you for coming through to the live stream. And I will see y'all in the next one. All right.